Breathe in deeply. And you exhale. Feel the weight of your body settling onto the earth. You are held, you are supported, and you are well reached. Take a final conscious breath, inhaling peace and inhaling all the different. Bring your awareness to the safe, clean right roots, the Ajna chakra, the seat of the witness. Just place your attention there softly, like a feather landing on a still water. In this state, we move the principles of Paramashivam, and think of ceremony. What is the very conscious that is listening to these words in your heart? The same consciousness that hears these words, that is Paramashivam. Now, bring your awareness down from the right into the physical body. Simply to witness. Feel the top of your head. Just notice, is there any sensation, warm, tingling, tender, nothing at all? Whatever is there, simply witness it. You are not the sensation, you are the one noticing the sensation. Now, move your awareness slowly down to your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes resting behind closed lids, your cheek, your jaw. You notice the jaw is tight. Don't try to release it. Just witness. You are not the tightness. You are the one noticing the tightness. Down to your knee. Your shoulders. Witness whatever is present. Heaviness, lightness, tension, ease. You are not any of them. You are the witness. Feel the subtle aliveness. You're not that energy. You are the one aware of it. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your breath happening all by itself. You are not breathing. Breathing is happening. You are the witness of this breathing. Watch the breath. Don't control it. Don't change its rhythm. Just watch it as you would watch waves rolling onto the shore. Breath comes, the breath goes. It was happening before you were born, will happen until this body's last moment. You are not the breath, you are the eternal witness of the breath. Feel the contact of your body with the earth. The earth is moving. Just witness. Thought comes and goes. The emotions come and goes. The body sensation comes and goes. But the witness of all these, the awareness in which they all appear. You are the witness. When the all thoughts come and move, all awareness comes and goes. Even if there are thoughts, within the mind, when an leaves, the awareness continues. Otherwise, you know yourself well. The witness then continues. The witness is constant. The witness continues. Until now, you have been witnessing objects, the body, the breath, your thoughts, your emotions. Now, that kind of awareness back onto itself, not silently, just witnessing. Don't expect a verbal answer. Don't think about it. Don't search for a concept. Just turn your attention back to the source of attention itself. The witness cannot be seen as an object. You cannot look at the witness the way you look at a thought or a sensation, because the witness is local. The eyes cannot see itself, yet you know the eye exists because the seeing is happening. In the same way, you know the witness exists because the witnessing is happening. This and that. Not trying to see witness, not trying to understand the witness, simply being the witness. Become aware, be aware of your awareness, be conscious of your conscience. The thought arises, am I doing this right? witness that thought and then on. Just witnessing that thought. Keep turning back. Keep going deeper. Behind every object of awareness, there is awareness itself. Rest there. Now, cognize that this witness, pure awareness, is not your personal position. It is not your awareness. It is awareness itself. It is Paramashiva's whole consciousness shining in you as you. The witness in you and the witness in the person next to you. They are not two. There is only one witness looking through countless eyes. Is the real Advaita. Is that preparation for today's session to know the one who is giving
Recording
the
in
darshan
progress.
and the one who will be receiving the darshan are the same consciousness. Rest here. In this space, there is no past, there is no future, there is no problem, there is no seeker, there is no seeking, just pure, radiant, blissful awareness, Paramashivam.
From the space of the witness, the space of pure consciousness. Manifestation is not something to do. Manifestation is what naturally radiates from you. When you are identified with the body, you struggle to manifest. When you are identified with the mind, you try to manifest. But when you rest as the witness, as Paramashivam himself, manifestation is your very nature. Just as the sun does not try to shine, just as a flower does not try to bloom, the witness does not try to manifest. Manifestation is the spontaneous expression of your being. In this phase, whatever you know in your awareness becomes reality, not because you forced it, not because you visualized hard enough, but because there is no separation between the witness and what is witnessed. The seer and the seen are one, and in that oneness, what you recognize, you become. Now, gently bring to your minds the intention for this darshan, not as a demand, not as a desperate need, but as a simple, clear recognition. I am here to receive. I am here to transform. I am here to awaken. Hold this intention lightly like a fragrance in the air, not grasping, not pushing, just around, being the space around you becoming charged, feel the presence of the Master, not outside. There's the very space of awareness which you are resting. The Guru is not the person. The Guru is the awakened witness consciousness. And you are resting in that very consciousness right now. Now, slowly, we prepare to transition. For we do not leave the space. We carry the space with us into the darshan. The darshan that is about to begin is not an ordinary event. It is the being of the human, the form of a living incarnation, Paramashivam, looking at you. And when Paramashivam looks at you, he does not see your progress. He does not see your past. He does not see your limitations. He sees only himself. He sees witness in you. When you come to darshan, from the space of the witness, you and the Master meet in the same dimension. There is no gap, no distance, no separation. The transmission is instantaneous. The manifestation is immediate.
Continue to be in the space, the pure witness, witnessing the witnesser is the ultimate manifestation. You can manifest anything you want. Just be in the space of witnessing the witnesser, observing the observer. Feel the presence and be on what we do, not outside, but the very state of awareness in which you are resting. The Guru is not a person who awakened witness consciousness, Sarvari Sakshi. And you are resting in that very consciousness right now, bringing your awareness to all your feelings. Let's get ready to see the light darshan of the hour. Connecting with the divine, your eyes closed. It's meditation. Connecting with the divine, with your eyes open, in darshan. Come. Let us not move from meditation, darshan. Slowly, Very slowly. Please open your eyes.
Kailasa Sarvabhaumane Nithyananda Parabarame Nithyananda Parabarame Nilaganda Thirinetra Mahakala Thiripuram Yerita Thiripurandada Alayai Udaitha Kalakale Swara Alakala Munda Mareswara Paranjodiye Rutra Tandavam Parameswara Nithyananda Parabarame Yugam thorum karmam kaakka vandone Yogam ஞானம் பக்தி தந்து உய்த்தோனே அஞ்சகி நித்தியம் செய்யும் பரம கருணையே வேதம் சொன்ன பரமசிவன் இவனே கண்கண்ட தெய்வமாய் காட்சி தந்தோனே மெய்கண்டன் நித்யானந்த பரபரமே
Nithyananda. Kailasa welcomes you all to the Nityotsava celebrations. Puja is where we mirror our brains with the powerful neurological activity of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, BHAGAVAN Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, who is the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva. Here, in this auspicious moment of space-time, through this puja, we will access their vertical time zones. Let us now offer our heartfelt gratitude and devotion to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and all his deities in Kailasas around the world.
सहस्रदलपङ्कजे सकलशीतरश्मिप्रभं वराभयकराम्बुजं विमगन्धपुष्पाम्बरम् प्रसन्नवदने क्षणं सकलदेवतारूपिणम् स्मरेत् शिरसि हंसकं तदभिधानपूर्वं कुर्वम् अथ धूपः श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः धूपमाग्रापयामि अथ दीपः ॐ उद्दीप्य स्वजातवेदो अग्निं निर्वृतिं मम अशोकस्यमग्यमावहतिवनं धरिषो दिशा अभिद्वदग्नागहि श्रियामा परिपालया श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः दीपं सन्दर्शयामि नैवेद्यम् ॐ मधुवातारताय ते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि नैवेद्यानन्तरमागमनं समर्पयामि नीराजनम् ॐ भागवते इमां जनभागं संग्रहामीति शोणाद्रीशावताराय ज्योतिस्तंभस्वरूपिणे श्री कैलास प्रधानाय नित्यानंदाय मंगलम् तत्वज्ञान प्रदाताय नित्यानंदेश्वर रूपिणे श्री कैलास प्रधानाय नित्यानंदाय मंगलम् मूल प्रकृति रूपाय परमैव शक्ति स्वरूपिणे श्री कैलास प्रधानाय नित्यानंदाय मंगलम् दंडत्रिशूलहस्ताय काल काल स्वरूपिणे श्री कैलास प्रधानाय नित्यानंदाय मंगलम् आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्री कैलास प्रधानाय नित्यानंदाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् योगपट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलम् ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलम् कामदायिन्यै सर्वमङ्गलदात्रे नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलम् परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम् हरि ओम् तत्सत् सर्वम् भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु ओम् नित्यानन्दम्
அண்டம் அசைந்திட ஆதி சிவன் வந்தான், பிண்டம் பணிந்திட பரமசிவனே வந்தான், அக்னிமலையை உருவம் தாங்கி வந்தான், ஆதிலிங்கமே அவதரித்து வந்தான், நித்யானந்தனாய் நிலம் தொட்டு வந்தான், ஜகத்குருநாதனே உலகம் உய்ய வந்தான். போற்றி போற்றி நித்யானந்த போற்றி, போற்றி போற்றி வந்தான் பிண்டம் பணிந்திட பரமசிவனே வந்தான் நித்யானந்தம் வந்தான் ஜகத்குரு வந்தான் நித்யானந்தம் வந்தான் ஜகமாளா வந்தான் சரணம் சரணம் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவா சரணம் சரணம் கண்டோம் கண்டோம் பரமசிவனை கண்டோம் காலமெல்லாம் தேடியதை கண்களில் கண்டோம் கைலாசநாதனை இப்பூமியில் கண்டோம் கண்கண்ட தெய்வமே கைலாச சார்வபௌமனே நித்யானந்த பராபரமே நித்யானந்த பராபரமே நீலகண்ட திரிநேத்ர மகாகாலா திரிபுரம் எரித்த திரிபுராந்தகா காலனை உதைத்த காலகாலே சரால காலம் உண்டாமரேஸ்வரம் பரஞ்சோதியே ருத்ர தாண்டவமாடும் பரமேஸ்வரா சர்வேஸ்வரா நித்யானந்த பராபரமே யுகம் தோறும் தர்மம் காக்க வந்தோனே யோகம் ஞானம் பக்தி தந்து உய்தோனே பஞ்சகி நித்தியம் செய்யும் பரம கருணையே வேதம் சொன்ன பரமசிவன் இவனே கண்கண்ட தெய்வமாய் காட்சி தந்தோனே மெய்கண்டன் நித்யானந்த பரபரமே திங்கள் சூடிய தில்லையானே அகிலாண்டமாளும் மம்பலமானே அண்ணாமலையில் உதித்தண்டவானே ஆதியானாதி அகண்ட பரஞ்சோதியே அடியாகினியானடி பணிந்து போற்றிடவே சரணம் நித்யானந்த பராபரமே சரணம் சரணம் நித்யானந்த பராபரமே நம சிவாய சிவாய நம உபாயம் தரும் விடாத வினை தொடாது விடும் சிவாய நம உபாயம் தரும்
Nithyanandam, we welcome everyone who are here with us, joined us here for today's special live darshan and special satsang from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, our beloved Swamiji. Let's take a few minutes and go through the various different digital platforms through which you can directly connect with Swamiji. Swamiji, out of extreme compassion, is available and accessible to all of us through each one of these platforms. Kailasa's digital nation is the largest in the world with over 1 billion lives enriched and enriched. Since 2006, before social media even became a trend, Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, spearheaded simple enriching through digital platforms to reach the international audience. And today, this stands as a colossal 11,500 plus digital media assets available in over 108 languages in 150 regions of the world. And through all these, Swamiji is continuously available and accessible to all of us. Now, we are going to be walking us through the different digital media platforms through which you can post your prayers live now and receive the direct blessings from Swamiji. The first platform is Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda YouTube channel. We have over 536 YouTube handles with over 575 million lives enriched and continuing. Take a moment to go ahead and subscribe, like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Here you will be able to continuously access the profound revelations from Swamiji that are continuously available to you here, both in the long form videos and shorts. Click on the live video and go to the live chat section. Here in the live chat section, you can post your prayers directly to Swamiji. Swamiji himself will be personally reading all your prayers and showering you with his grace and blessings.
The next handle is Instagram. Our official handle on Instagram is Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda. We request all of you to take a moment and head to our official Instagram handle, where you can get access to all of the latest pictures of Swamiji. We have over 158 platforms on Instagram with over 325 million lives enriched and continuing. Take a moment to hit the follow button if you haven't yet done so, and you can post your prayers and live comments by clicking on the profile picture, which will take you to the live video where you can post all of your boons and prayers and directly receive the blessings by Swamiji.
The next is X, formerly known as Twitter. Take a moment and head to Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam handle on X and make sure to hit that follow button and the bell icon. We have over 310 platforms with 100 million lives enriched and continuing. Here, you can get the latest updates from Kailasa. Go to the topmost pinned tweet, and as a reply to the pinned tweet, make sure to use the hashtag #AskTheAvatar, and along with that hashtag, post your prayer as a tweet, and you will be able to receive the direct blessings from Swamiji on X.
The next handle is Facebook. Our official page on Facebook is Kailasa's SPH JGM Nithyananda Paramashivam Facebook page. Please head to the following Facebook page, where we have over 1,156 platforms on Facebook with over 425 million lives enriched and continuing. Take a moment to hit the follow button and scroll down to the live video, and under the comments you can post your prayers and boon requests. This is one of the platforms where you can directly receive the typed responses and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Now, we are going to be entering into Kailasa's parliamentary voting. We welcome all the members of Parliament of Kailasa, the Chitsabha members and Rajsabha members. Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is spearheading this effort to unify the global Hindu diaspora, where Hindus are empowered to take responsible decisions for Hinduism, to impact the changes, to impact on various issues that the Hindus are currently facing. So today, we are first going to be having the parliamentary voting, followed by the global Hindu diaspora, the global e-citizens of Kailasa also getting to vote. So we request everyone to stay tuned in. Today's voting subject for the members of Parliament of Kailasa. It is reported that recently the Chhattisgarh government of India has mandated the chanting of Gayatri Mantra and other Hindu prayers in all state-run schools. Reportedly, this has led to a lot of debates whether this should be allowed or not in the schools. The Supreme Lord of Hinduism has beautifully revealed the Gayatri Mantra is the greatest of the mantras. This was the first mantra taught when the child entered the Gurukul, the traditional Vedic schools of the Enlightened Masters. And this is not merely a prayer or a mantra. This is a tantra, a technique that can create tremendous awareness and bring intelligence in our being. Generally, religions condition us from childhood by installing in us the value systems and beliefs and our samskaras, the root patterns or past biomemories. And Gayatri is a technique that completely liberates us from these samskaras. The Gayatri mantra is an invocation to the ultimate intelligence. Children were taught this mantra from early childhood in ancient times so that they could be free from their samskaras. So it's a pure technique that can lead to pure intelligence. Just continuous recitation of this mantra with awareness directly leads one to the ultimate intelligence. And Swamiji has been initiating us into this Gayatri Mantra initiation with millions of lives enriched with the Gayatri Mantra initiation, including the children in the Gurukul. The Kailasa's Nithyananda Rajavidya Gurukul has children from the young age of 6, 7 who are empowered with this initiation, being able to manifest powers. So, as the members of Parliament of Kailasa, what is your opinion on this? Which aspect of Kailasa's Nithyananda Rajavidya Gurukul, revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, do you feel should be implemented as a mandate in the schools? We have Charya Pada, where the early morning, starting with Nithyananda Yoga, the Nitya Puja, and listening to satsangs and receiving powerful cognitions, or the daily chanting, learning the authentic Hindu chantings from the scriptures, or growing with deities, each child having their personal Ishta Devata, or the Ask Nithyananda AI tabs, where each child has the AI empowered tab with the Ask Nithyananda AI, the world's first spiritual AI, empowered in it. Which of these aspects also do you think should be brought in schools? Take a few minutes and head to the Kailasa Parliament website and cast your vote. We also request you all to take a moment, head to our social media handles. Using the hashtag Kailasa votes, you can post or make a tweet sharing why do you feel what you've chosen is the right option, and what do you feel about this movement. How do you see that what Swamiji has started, how it is now creating a ripple effect in the world, where we are seeing such transformations towards Hinduism happening, spearheaded by Swamiji. Now, we enter into the Global Hindu Parliamentary Voting. We welcome all the e-citizens of Kailasa, the global Hindu diaspora. We have millions who are continuously signing up, becoming part of Kailasa as e-citizens of Kailasa, having Kailasa as a first nation. Now, to all the Hindus, hearing this news on the Gayatri Mantra mandate, what is your opinion? Do you feel that mandating the chanting of Hindu scriptures in schools are needed? What is your opinion on this? The options are absolutely. The Sanskrit mantras awaken the child's natural intelligence, enabling the child to do better in school and life. Option B, yes, this allows children to connect back with their roots and Hindu heritage. Option C, teaching the next generation the Hindu scriptures keeps these sacred scriptures alive in the modern day. And option D, which is considering it. Take a moment, head to the Kailasa Parliamentary website and cast your vote. Swamiji had started this when Swamiji initiated the Kailasa's Nithyananda Rajavidya Gurukul. Now, after over 2 decades, this is taking a ripple effect where we are seeing even other schools are starting to pick this up. Take a moment and share your opinion on this. How do you see all these different initiatives that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is spearheading is creating the ripple effect around the world, causing Hindus to awaken to Hinduism? Thank you for joining with us in this segment. Now let us all get ready, prepare ourselves to receive the profound revelations in the special satsang today by Swamiji.
பற்றும் எவருக்கும் பாதை காட்டுவாய் சிவனே நிம்மதி வாழ்வில் நித்தமும் தந்திட கைலை கொண்ட சிவனே சித்தர் பூமியை பக்தர் நெஞ்சினை சிவமயமாக்கும் நித்யானந்தனே கலியுகத்திலே மாயையாவையும் நீக்கிய அருளும் நித்யானந்தனே
as the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva's Sadashiva Murti, Mugalinga Murti, I bless you all with Paramadvaita. All the Paramashiva Sena program participants from Tiruvannamalai and Guinea-Bissau, Chitsabha members, Rajasabha members, Kailasa Vasi, all the e-citizens, viewers, visitors who are joining with us through the internet, I welcome each and every one of you with my love and blessings. Volunteers in Guinea-Bissau, Tatata Shakti, volunteers in Tiruvannamalai, Pratap, Rudra Bhairava, and Vignesh. Blessings for every one of you. Today, I initiate all the Paramashiva Sena participants of July month batch into Purnatva Diksha, completion and Swapurnatva, completion with the self. Paramashiva's direct message from Maha Kailasa. Time is Kali, eating experience into liberation. Every experience fully metabolized becomes Shakti. Every experience resisted becomes Karma. You don't need to escape experiences. You need to let Kali eat them. Every experience deleted and rewritten is like cooking the karma into a tasty dish and giving so it's easily digested and metabolized. I am repeating, listen. Because today's message is too important and too powerful. Time is Kali. Eating experience into liberation. Your every experience fully metabolized becomes Shakti. Every experience resisted becomes Karma. Not just ordinary, like how the Rakta Bijas, every drop blood creates one more Rakta Bija. Same way, the resisted karma, the pain, every time when it repeats, it becomes one more Rakta Bija. You don't need to escape experience. You need to let Kali eat them. Listen. Kali drinking every drop of Rakta Bija's blood has one more meaning in the spiritual level. Your every karma is like a Rakta Bija Asura. he goes on multiplying himself. Listen, like Rakta Bija. If you put a arrow on him, every drop falls. That will become, each drop becomes one more Rakta Bija Asura. Same way, listen. If you have the pain karma that you have been disrespected, that stays in you like a Rakta Bija, not only it stays alive in you every time, even if you expect there may be a disrespect, you repeat that disrespect happened to you at the age of 3, 4, 5, 6, you retell and create one more Rakta Bija. Even if somebody does not smile widely and show you the welcoming face immediately, your Rakta Bija gets hurt and the blood spills and every drop of blood becomes one more Rakta Bija. How many of you exactly understand? This is precisely happening in you day in and day out. The resisted karmas sit inside you like a Rakta Bija, and you repeat that same story multiple times again and again and again. Don't you see one important truth? See, when you disrespect someone, abuse someone, misbehave with someone, you don't even remember that. You just forget it and you move, go ahead, move on with your life. But if someone disrespects you without even knowing, even without intention, you carry that so deeply, it stays in you so deeply, that person actually disrespected you only once, might have abused you only once, gave a bad word about you only once, threw a bad word against on you only once, but you repeat that million times. Just do a cognitive shift and see. Actually, those who threw a bad word on you, they forgot it and they are not even remembering it. But you go on remembering it, repeating it. Just like when you abuse somebody, you don't remember it, you go ahead, you move on with your life. They also move on with their life, but you go on carrying it. See the whole drama. When you actually try to complete with them and talk to them and tell, they don't even remember it. How many of you have discovered this in your life? Actually, the word they don't remember, that they have disrespected you, abused you, used a bad word on you, but you go on remembering and build Rakta Bija Sura with it and hurt yourself as much as you can. This is what I call it, living with enemy-less enemy. Listen, I can put it in some other way, living with enemy-less enmity. 99.999% of your enmity you carry is enemy-less enmity. Only 0.00001% of your enmity as enemy, the real person with intention, hurting you, wanting to hurt you, all of that. 99.99999% of your enemy, the enemies you carry inside you, is enmity without enemy. Listen. That is why I am telling you, when you delete your every experience and rewrite, you are not lying to yourself, you are actually discovering the truth. Really, you don't have enemy. It is just somebody casually uttered something and you go on repeating 100,000 million times more than the intensity with which they threw, or the intention with which they threw. So when you delete and rewrite, you are cooking your bad karma into a tasty dish and giving so it is easily digested and metabolized. Listen carefully. This is not poetry. This is not metaphor. This is the most precise surgical description of how consciousness actually operates. The most precise surgical description of how consciousness actually operates. Once you understand this, your entire relationship with the time, with reality itself will never be the same. Today, I am going to reveal the exact truth and science behind one of the most important subjects in Paramashivam. Listen. In various scriptures like Kramastotra, Tantra Loka, Mahanaya Prakasha, Kali Kula Panchashataka, a very important subject is discussed about how pure awareness ideates itself as emission of experience. Today I am going to be decoding it directly from the Akashic records. Listen. Mahanaya Prakasha and Kali Kula Panchashataka. These are very important scriptures in Paramashivam. I'll reveal some of the beautiful secrets. We spend our lives doing one of the two things. Either running toward experiences we want to keep, chasing pleasure and security, or running away from experiences we don't want, fleeing pain and laws. We think this constant management and manipulation of experience is called living. But I tell you, this is not living. This is suffering with excellent marketing. Listen, the problem is not the experience. The problem is interruption of the experience. As I told, the pure awareness ideates itself as experience, but when you start interrupting with experience, when you interrupt an experience, you resist it, suppress it, cling to it. You freeze the natural digestive sequence of consciousness. Resisted, suppressed experiences only become asuras in you and pushed into your batala, and you start clinging to it. They get the power to pull you down. You freeze the natural digestive sequence of consciousness. The experience gets stuck in your awareness, fermenting and generating karma. Listen, I am redefining karma. Listen, karma is simply undigested experience. It is not some cosmic punishment. It is simply undigested experience. It is food that has not been fully assimilated. It sits there fermenting, creating toxins in the system of consciousness. But when you allow the experience to complete its natural arc, when you let Kali eat it and digest it, the experience becomes fuel, becomes Shakti, becomes very energy of liberation. Let me tell you a small story. A king once had a beautiful garden. One day, he noticed that every time fruit fell from the trees and remained on the ground, it would rot and stink. The garden became unbearable. So he ordered his servants to catch the fruit before it fell, to prevent any fruit from ever touching the ground. For days they stood with nets, catching every falling fruit, but soon the tree stopped bearing fruit altogether. The garden became barren. A wise gardener came and said, O king, the fruit must fall to the ground, it must rot. That rotting is not death, it is how the tree receives its nourishment. The fruit returns to the soil, and the soil gives life to the next harvest. If you prevent the falling, you prevent the cycle of life itself. Your experiences are like those fruits. You catch them before they can fall into the digestive fire of consciousness. You hold on to pleasure. You push away pain. You interrupt the natural digestion. And then you wonder why your garden of consciousness has become barren. ध्यान से सुनिए, प्रत्येक अनुभव या तो कर्म बंधन बनता है अथवा मुक्ति का साधन। यह इस बात पर निर्भर करता है कि उसे प्रतिरोध किया गया है या मां काली को समर्पित किया गया है। Listen. I am going to reveal 5 important truths directly from Akashic records to you today. The first truth, the paradox of resistance, means every experience fully metabolized becomes Shakti. Every experience resisted becomes karma. When you resist, you freeze the krama sequence mid-flow. The experience gets stuck. This is karma. When you allow complete digestion, experience itself becomes Shakti, and when you delete your past and recreate it, you are cooking your karmas so it gets easily digested and metabolized. This truth, Arunagiri Yogeshwara himself revealed to me directly through a very sweet incident. He made me convert physical pain into intense power, Shakti. You can all watch this video and listen into exact truth right now. Listen. I was helping the Shivacharyas in the Arunachaleshwara temple to light the lamp for the arti. The camphor mixed with oil, burning, fell on my finger and got burned. Then I ran to Arunagiri Yogeshwara and I just held that finger and said, the fire burns is because the lesson we learned that fire will burn, not by the existence fire will burn. One fortunate thing in my life was I never had my own logic away from Arunagiri Yogeshwara. I was so much in love with him. I was just drinking his words literally. Then he got a little camphor and he held that finger which got burnt with his hand and asked me to touch the camphor with other hand. And he held my hand continuously. Slowly I could see from my stomach the fire spreading all over my body. The heat was increasing, but it was such intense, pleasant experience and pleasure from inside. And temperature went to the extreme The camphor which was touched by my other hand just lit up, but no pain. I realize even the so-called fundamental experience, like fire burns, is because you learned that way. Even the fundamental experiences of the pain is when you resist, when you do not allow digestion. The second truth, time is not your enemy. Time is Kali eating your experience into liberation. Time is Kali eating into your experience, eating experience into liberation. What you call aging is Kali's compassion pulling down your fake identities, grinding ego into fertilizer for enlightenment. Listen carefully. When you align with the time, Kali, every day becomes lighter. When you fight time, every day feels like punishment. Third truth, the void, Avyakta, is pregnant with possibility. Emptiness emerges from the Avyakta that swallows it. The void is not dead nothingness. It's a womb of everything. Hinduism, Vaidika Sanatana Hinduism describes this Avyakta as flowing into emptiness, generating emptiness, consuming emptiness. What I am teaching you is not nihilism, but ultimate optimism. Even emptiness is pregnant with possibility. Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnamevavasishyati. From whole, only whole comes out. Even when whole comes out, the whole remains as whole. When the whole goes back into the whole, whole remains as whole. The fourth truth, death is the beginning. Death is the beginning. For the Hindu rishis, pure consciousness is eternal life. The Kalagni, the fire of time, is where false identities burn, so true self can be born. Every pattern's death, whether it is jealousy, fear, greed, insecurity is the beginning of new possibility. Deleting your past and recreating your past is the death of your patterns and birth of your powers and possibilities. Listen. The fifth truth. You are already running all phases. PHASS. Phases. For every perception. The only change needed, do it conscious, not unconscious. Stop interrupting time, Kala, the flow of Kali with fear and resistance. Stop interrupting time, Kala, the flow of Kali with fear and resistance. Listen. This is the essence of these 5 important truths. Stop interrupting time, Kala, the flow of Kali with fear and resistance. Yesterday was only one of my sannyasi asked me, Swamiji, I feel more connected to Kali. Is it okay? I said Kala and Kali is one and the same. They are not too different. When it is patriarchal society, they describe it as Kala. When it is the mother-centered Shakta society, they describe it as Kali. Shakta Sampradayas call it as Kali. So listen. The word Kala or Kali may be two different, but both are one and the same. It is just, if you are reading the literatures generated by the patriarchal society, they use the word Kala, and if it is matriarchal society, they use the word Kali. That's all. The time, flow of time is Kali. Stop interrupting time with fear and resistance. Let me tell you a small story. A caterpillar was crawling on a leaf and a moth flew past. The caterpillar said, "Oh, how beautiful you are. I wish I could fly like you." The moth said, "You will." The caterpillar said, "When?" The moth said, "When you die." The caterpillar said, "I don't want to die." The moth said, "The caterpillar must die for the butterfly to be born. Your death is not your end, it is your beginning." Your false self is the caterpillar. It crawls, it eats, it lives in fear of birds and predators. But when it dies, the butterfly emerges. The butterfly does not remember being a caterpillar, and yet the butterfly is the fulfillment of the caterpillar. Now, I am going to lead you step by step into each of these truths I reveal. Today is going to be very powerful satsang. So get ready, be fresh and alive. You can get coffee, tea, hot chocolate or anything you need. Sit comfortably, because what I am going to reveal today is directly going to take you beyond time. One of the biggest delusions that the modern society, the Gen Z, I can say even the Gen Alpha is stuck in, is the feeling that time is enemy. Listen. This is one of the biggest delusions that the modern society, the Gen Z and the Gen Alpha, I can say even the Gen Alpha, is stuck in, is the feeling that time is enemy. Today's generation is stuck in this myth. This whole hustlers culture, the fire trend, financially independent and retire early, it's all about racing against time. It creates so much hatred and resistance towards the flow of time and life. You falsely think time takes everything away, your youth, your health, loved ones, that feeling of certainty. No. So you develop visceral fear of time, trying to freeze moments, photographing sunsets instead of watching them, recording concerts instead of hearing them. Even now, in this very satsang, many people think, oh, let me record the whole satsang. Let me mark the YouTube title, mark the satsang title, so I will watch it later on. But how many of you have ever watched second time the satsang delivered earlier? No, none. You are busy preserving experience that you never actually have the experience. You are so busy preserving experience that you never actually have the experience. I am revealing the most important truth. Listen. Kala. Time is not separate from Kali. Time is Kali, the force moving through every moment and dissolving every experience, taking everything away. That is not your enemy. That is Maha Kali herself in the act of digestion. Kali is the power of deleting and recreating your past. Time is not taking things away from you. Time is digesting them into Shakti. Every moment present, every moment that present becomes past, it is being metabolized by Kali. Every loss is a completed digestion. Every recreation of the past is liberation. I will give you a simple example. When you eat an apple, does it die? In one sense, yes. It ceases being an apple. But you can't say it is dead. It becomes you. Your blood, your energy, your capacity to think, your capacity to move. The apple was transformed into something higher. This is exactly what Kali does with your experience. Modern cosmology tells that 68% of the universe is dark energy. Listen. Modern cosmology tells that 68% of the universe is dark energy. An invisible force causing accelerating cosmic expansion. Dark energy does not interact with matter or light deductively. It simply expands continuously, relentlessly in all directions. Scientists define it as vacuum energy of the cosmos driving expansion. This precisely matches what Abhinavagupta described as Kali's emission power thousands of years ago in his Kramastotra. The universe continuously expands into experience driven by invisible force that science cannot fully explain, but Kramashaivism described perfectly thousands of years ago. Small story. A man terrified of death asked a sage, "How do I conquer fear of death?" The sage said, "Simple. Die before you die." The man was confused. What? That makes no sense. He complained. The sage smiled and replied, "Even you fearing something that has not happened yet does not make sense, but you do it daily anyways." So understand, dying before dying is what I am going to teach you today. The Krama Shaivism describes 12 Kalis. Srishti Kali, Rakta Kali, Stitinasha Kali, Yamak Kali, Samhara Kali, Mrityu Kali, Rudra Kali, Martanda Kali, Paramarka Kali, Kalagni Rudra Kali, Mahakali, Mahabhairava, Aghora Kali. Listen, 12 Kalis. I'll repeat. Srishti Kali, Rakta Kali, Stitinasha Kali, Yamak Kali, Samhara Kali, Mrityu Kali, Rudra Kali, Martanda Kali, Paramarka Kali, Kalagni Rudra Kali, Mahakali, Mahabhairava, Aghora Kali. These 12 manifestations of Kali represents 12 phases of consciousness digesting into experience. Listen, these 12 manifestations of Kali represents 12 phases of consciousness digesting experience. Every single time you perceive anything, a part, a person, a thought, an emotion, your consciousness moves through 12 phases automatically. The 12 Kalis are the 12 movements of any one cognition. For example, when you perceive a part, the sensation travels from your thought to the part and back again. This entire arc is the 12 Kalis in action. You are already doing this with every cognition. Already doing this with every cognition. When you see the room around you, or feel an emotion, or have a thought, consciousness automatically moves through all 12 phases. The question is not whether you are doing it, but whether you are conscious of it. Listen. Experience has 3 aspects. Prameya, the known, pramana. The act of, listen, prameya, the known. You need to understand this whole thing. Listen carefully. Every experience has 3 aspects. Prameya, the known, pramana, the act of knowing, and pramatra, the knower. Listen. Prameya, the known. Pramana, the act of knowing. And pramatra, the knower. all the 12 moments of cognition function within this framework. The 12 Kalis organize into 3 groups of 4, 3 categories, mapping the fundamental components of knowing. I will reveal now. I'm going to now describe to you the 12 functions of Kali, the 12 movements of your cognition. Listen. First is Srishti Kali. First flash of awareness meeting experience. This is the raw contact before interpretation. Like the meal appears on the plate. The Kramastotra describes each of the Kalis beautifully. Srishti Kali, Kaularnava, Ananda, Gana, Urmi Rupam, Unmesha, Mesha, Ubaya Bajam, Andaha, Niliyate, Nilapula, Alayeya, Tam Srishti Kali, Sadatam Namami. Listen. I eternally bow to Srishti Kali, who is the dense wave of form of the blissful Kaula ocean, in whom both emergence and dissolution abide, and who dissolves into the abode of blue Kula. Understand, in Hindu cosmology, Avyakta, the unmanifest, is described as the primordial state from which all creations emerges. All creation emerges. It is not dead emptiness. It's a plenum, a fullness pregnant with all potential. The Nasadiya Sukta of Rigveda describes this state as neither existence nor non-existence. A paradoxical fullness that is beyond both. What science understands as quantum vacuum and quantum fluctuations is exactly this. It is not empty, it is pregnant with potential. Virtual particles constantly arise from it and dissolve back into it. Listen. The quantum fluctuations are defined in quantum physics as temporary changes in the amount of energy in a point in space arising from Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. According to quantum mechanics, energy can borrow from the vacuum for a very short time, creating pairs of virtual particles that pop into existence and annihilate each other almost instantly. The vacuum is not empty, it is seething sea of activity. I'll give you an example. Imagine you are looking at a completely still ocean from an airplane. It looks flat, calm, empty. But if you look very closely, you see countless tiny waves, bubbles, and movements constantly arising and disappearing. This is what the quantum vacuum is like. It looks like nothing, but it is actually full of constant, microscopic activity. Particles appear and disappear so quickly that they seem to violate nothing. They are virtual particles. This constant activity is called zero-point energy. The energy that remains even at absolute zero temperature. This is Srishti Kali in action. The first flash of creation. She is the impulse of consciousness. To manifest, she ideates herself, as an emission of experience. Just as the quantum vacuum gives birth to particles, Kali gives birth to perception. The void is not dead. The void is alive. The void is Kali, the goddess who contains all potential within herself. She is the cosmic womb from which all creation springs forth and into which all creation dissolves. The next is Rakta Kali. Now the experience is charged with vitality and emotional color. You become passionate towards the object. Rakta Kali is described as drinking from the goblet of the senses. She savors the world during a pause in dissolution. Think of it like a digestive fire ignites, begins breakdown. This is where experience becomes interesting. It gains valence. You are now engaged with the experience. Listen about the Rakta Kali. Mahavinoda Arpita Matru Chakra Virendra Ashrik Rasa Bana Saktam Rakti Kritam Cha Pralaya Atyayedam Namami Vishwa Akriti Rakta Kali. It means, I bow to Rakta Kali, whose universal form is reddened, who delights in the circle of mothers and who drinks the essence of heroic blood even at the end of dissolution. Next is Sthiti Nashakali. This space maintains experience in awareness for processing. She reabsorbs the object and starts to internalize it. Think of it as the steady heat that cooks thoroughly. This is where past experience is sustained in non-reactive presence. The Kramastotra describes her as the verse L, the Sthitinasakali, Vajitvaya Svikritavada Chakra Prakranta Shankata Gama Agamastam Suchiyaya Astangamida Arsishadam Shantam Namami Sthiti Nasakalim. Sthiti Nasakalim. It means I bow to the peaceful Sthiti Nasakali who abides in the clash and movement of vital winds and whose pure flame causes all stability to set. Next is Yamakali. This space is where accurate assessment happens without ego distortion. Here is where you can clearly see experiences, true weight and significance. Sarva artha sangarshana samyamasya yamasya yanduhu jahataha yamaya vabu mahakrasa vilasa ragat sankarshayantim pranamami kalim. It means I bow to Yamakali who draws all things into restraint, who governs the universe through supreme absorption, and who delights in the great act of devouring. You can equate this to the enzymatic breakdown into components in the process of digestion. The process of digestion, how the enzymatic breakdown happens, enzymatic breakdown into components in the process of digestion. All the above four manifestations of Kali happens in the pace of prameya, means where the seen or the observed is experienced. Prameya. The next four manifestations of Kali happens in the pramana pace, means where the observing or seeing happens. Samhara Kali in this space begins with the drawal of experience back into awareness, dissolution of apparent solidity and separateness. You can think of it like the absorption phase in digestion. Unmani, Ananta, Nihila Arthagarbha, Ya Bhava Samhara Nimesham Edi, Sada udita satya udayaya sunyam samhara kalim muditam namami. It means I joyfully bow down to Samhara Kali, infinite in the transcendent mind state, who contains all the realities within herself and dissolves all becoming in but a moment. Listen. I joyfully bow to Samhara Kali, infinite in transcendent mind state, who contains all realities within herself and dissolves all becoming in but a moment. The next comes Mrityu Kali. Here is where the complete ending of experience as separate object happens. You become ready to let experience completely die. The total breakdown of original form happens here. Mama iti ahankara kala kalaba visvara harsha uttata garva mrityuhu krastaha yaya kasmara samvidam tam namami akala udita mrityukalim. I bow to Mrityukali, who devours the death born of egoity, pride, and possessiveness, and who arises beyond time itself. The next is Rudrakali. She is also referred variably as Bhadrakali. Here the ferocious conversion of broken down material into pure Shakti happens. She is described as the one who perceives a subtle impression left over from the perception, pure consciousness, and then devours that subtle impression. You can think of it as the metabolic fire of digestion being at maximum intensity. Vishwam Mahakalpa Viramakalpa Bhavanta Bhima Brigudi Pramantya Ya Asnati Ananta Prabha Arshisadam Namami Bhadram Subhabhadrakalim. Means, I bow to auspicious Bhadrakali, whose terrifying brow ends the cycles of becoming and whose infinite radiance consumes the universe. Next is Martanda Kali. Here the transformed experience becomes illuminating insight. Here is where you start gaining knowledge or learning from every experience. The Shakti becomes pure light. You experience tremendous clarity and expanded awareness. Think of it as the nutrient distribution throughout the system. next is Martanda Kali. Martandam Abhida Padanga Chakram Padangavat Kala Kala Indanaya Karodiya Vishwarasa Antakam Tam Martanda Kalim Satatam Pranaomi. It means I constantly bow to Martanda Kali, who consumes the solar orb itself and reduces the essence of the universe into the fuel of time. So understand, now I have described till now 8 manifestations among the 12. The other 4 and the process. I have a beautiful process to give you all the experience of time. All of that I'll do in further satsangs. I really want all of you to watch this satsang once more, so you understand fully, you are ready for the next phase and the process. Please listen to this satsang once more and come back for tomorrow's satsang. So understand, today I have 2 great digital gifts from Kailasa for all of you. First is the Formless in Form digital book, and second is Bhairava Yantra. Receive it and enjoy it. Blessings to every one of you.
Very powerful image today. One hour, please today. 1 hour, please today. 1 hour. Apologies for the technical glitch. Very briefly share about apologizing for the technical glitch. Yes. Only play very beautifully that about the way that is about family redefining karma, family redefining makes sense. Then I testing in that. So Swami beautifully shared various dimensions about Kali. Swami shared about time, how we experience time, and Swami completely redefined about karma. So many cognitions where Swami shared, and literally, as Swami said, this great satsang was packed with so many powerful cognitions where we need to watch it multiple times. And Swamiji has actually told us even watch it once before coming for even tomorrow's live satsang. So before all of you come, please do go ahead and watch this live satsang once again. And today Swamiji shared about the 12 Kalis. Swamiji shared about the dark matter, about the Awaken dimension, and how the suffering that we experience literally comes from our unconscious resistance and interruption of this process. Swamiji shared about the various aspects of liberation and how nothing changes in terms of it is nothing but our perception of the situation, our experience of the situation, but not the actual external situation itself that determines your experience. So many powerful tools, and Swamiji also shared a very beautiful video. I'm sure all of you enjoyed watching Swamiji as Chai Swamiji and watching Swamiji as Renegade of Ishvara himself. How even the very survival existential experiences itself is highly societal based. It's not the real experience of fire, but what we learn from the society about how fire is to be experienced, that superimposes the actual experience of the fire itself. And very beautifully through the Avatar Agenda, Swamiji explained about how camphor, the very burning of camphor need not actually be a burn, but it can be a very blissful experience. And so many powerful truths Swamiji shared, right? So what are the truths that you clicked with? Please go ahead and post it as a comment under the live chat. We request all the Paramashivam Sena participants to please collect your gadgets and take a moment to go to the live feed and comment under the live feed. What are the clicks that you experienced from today's darshan? Requesting the volunteers to please distribute the gadgets to all the Paramashivam Sena participants.
Take a moment to share the live feed, comment under the live feed on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, and on various digital social media platforms. Take a moment to share this live feed, comment under the live feed, and to share this feed with your friends and family, with your near and dear ones, so they can also enjoy and experience this live darshan and all power revelations by Swamiji. And in today's session, we'll now be entering into the power manifestation session that will be guiding you through systematic power manifestation right after the live darshan of Swamiji. We invite every one of the viewers to please stay back and participate in the power manifestation session, because satsang and power manifestation, that's what completes the whole experience.
So today's power manifestation that we're going to go into, this is our of third eye reading. So everyone, please prepare your labels, or you can have a God with you. If for now, you cover your eyes. But first, we're going to be understanding the origin and mantra. As Swami always reveal and categorize the whole science only its four verification process. We're now going to understand where the source of the light comes from. It comes from Vijnana Vedanta, Sutra 31, Dharma 8. And it goes.
Taya Purya Sumudantam Antvam Shepa Seduna Nirvikalvam Manakatva Sarvotre Sarvakodama.
So the cross the life thread by penetrating with one pointed attention at the bridge-like center of the eyebrow, the third eye. Like the mind beyond the movement of thoughts, Nithyananda Mana, in that all-rising supreme state of Shiva, showers the light of all-pervadingness. And in the Apta-Pramana, you have Bhagavan Krishna revealing his cosmic form to Arjuna in the chapter 11.
Nato mam shakyase drashtum anenaiva swachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshu pashya me yogam aishwaram.
Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore, I grant you the divine third eye vision with all my cosmic options. And as the Atma Pramana showed from his very own experience of the power of third eye, was when somebody was at the age of 10, when somebody experiences enlightenment. Somebody was sitting in power of the rock and was looking in to see who was witnessing everything. And somebody said at that very moment, somebody was able to see everything around him, above him, the whole 360 direction below everything. Somebody was not really able to see, but somebody was able to feel, experience. And somebody was able to sit with the skin of this body and the rock, air something equally. And the air, the breeze, the setting sun, the rising wind, all are not just the hill, the plants, the bush, shrubs, everything just becomes so alive. And in the Pratisha Pramana, we have
Recording stopped.
Scientific reference, scientific study.
Recording in progress.
For example, third eye vision requires activity in the visual. And over here we use the VP visual remote potential test method. And in the study result, the Balasan, which had their eyes open, had normal track activity, just like how a regular child would have when they open their eyes. However, when the child's eyes was closed, the regular child was not initiated, had shown no contract activities. And for a Balasan was able to succeed. However, the traditional PE does not, does not track activity after third eye. So it goes to show that is not the source. The trapped activity, the whole context, not the source of trapped thinking. There's something much more deeper in us in which sees. All we need to do is witness, observe, and experience that source of sight happening within us. So now let's all go into the actual manifestation session. So we're going to be sitting with our head against spine in a straight line. And what's going to happen is I'm going to be showing on you different images. So we're requesting everyone to first tie your ass. Ensure you are able to set the light hole of now secondary. Because the whole point of this manifestation is that you experience and you see the real sight, the real scene, because nothing about sovereignty and a short way down. So I want you to have your blindfold on and close your eyes. We're going to go with a quick round of the third breathing by sitting.
All the Paramashivam participants in Kailasa Trivandamale and Kailasa Ginnemizau, you can join for the power manifestation session. Please tie your eye bands, sit straight and intensely chant the Mahavakya.
Yes. So now we can remember Swami Shayantana Nanda. You're just going to harness the powerful of you are you are witnessing everything that happens in you. See that manifestation happens. You're just going to be observed. So now let's go into round number 1. Let's chant the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. So now we're going to go into the actual image. We're going to just select something there and just surrender anything and everything that you think it is. Just see what is appearing in your space. Chant the Mahavakya. Going to be 50 seconds. Just watch
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivam. Om Nitya.
So, to take a moment. Now, all you can start sharing, you can open your iPads and start sharing the answer. What was it that Swami told to the Quran? All the viewers watching us live, you can post your comment, your answers down in the comment section. And everyone else, you can post it on the Zoom chat. And of course, the Parameshwara Sena participants in Giri without any input can go ahead and share your answer. So, what is it that Swami showed me?
Yes, please share whatever was revealed in your third eye, what Swamiji revealed to you, please share. Then speak up from wherever you are, if you are in the Kailasa Kidipisa hall.
Yes, what did you see? A member leaf. Okay. And how about you? Yes, what did Swami show you? Right? Sunset. Swami showed me sunset. Huh? An object. What color? What shape? Green. And what shape is it? Yes. It's like it's a light force in the cloud. It's a light what? Like it's a tree. Like with lights. Alright, a tree with lights. Right. So I'm just getting somewhat green color and misty in nature. Okay, who else? Anyone else would like to share? And the boy in the male side? You can just tell the answer out and we will just announce it. And if anything else is on me showing, this is the third eye. In the beginning way, Paramashivam and Entanglement, you can also please type in your answers in chat. So now we're going to be reviewing the fifth
Answer heart shape.
object.
Object in a heart shape.
What object? Okay, what colors were we see the object? Orange. Okay. So right now let's get into the interesting part, which is the actual answer. So I'm going to be showing it to all of you. The answer is actually a brown box, which is an apple with an apple. So I think this is something similar to just talked earlier. However, I don't want to say very great. A lot of you saw the colors, which is green, and the object, which is brown. And some of you saw trees, apple grows in trees. See, you understand the answer then is never wrong. It's sometimes the association with the object before the actual object. So you just sit down and decide to witness that even the idea that, oh, wow, manifesting, you can witness that. You are the actual source of the manifestation because love Paramashivam. Swamiji is there and leading them. So let's do one more last round. So everyone, please close your eyes. Yes. Please close your eyes. We're going to go into round two now. Okay, so I'm going to be now projecting the next image for all of you. So ensure your eyelids are completely closed and you're not able to see any type of light entering inside of you. Let's all chant the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Ananda Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om
This meeting is being recorded.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes, again, everyone, we are moving to blindfolds. What is it that is only shown? Remember, just describe the colors or don't give a general statement. Even a general statement is because they're seen. But remember what somebody said, we have that whole cognition happening inside of us always, continuously. And certain times when we perceive something, we don't tell anything that is actually there. So I do encourage all of you to just share whatever that you saw. Colors, objects, the design, the shape, that's going to actually help you. So yes, Bazaar, let's go. That's not what was the solution. Feather, feather, flowing, something flowing. And what colors were you able to see? Black, like very big green, blue, green, blue. Oh, you mean a peacock with a bird. Oh, okay. So you're able to see a peacock. Okay. How about next person, please. Anyone from the male side, you can just share your answer out. A blue sky, a pink flower. Okay, great. A lot of flowers and the stalk from the flower and a lot of other flowers coming from it. Okay, great. What else? Who else? Okay, light. Okay, okay. All right, yes. Light cloud. Sunlight and mountain. How about mom? Blue dress. Okay, blue dress. Anyone else that would like to share? White flower. All right. So everyone again in the sea. Let's all take a look at the actual answer. All right. So let's see what was it. It's actually Swamiji in the form of Surya. And basically there's a lot of forces and that actually represents the sun god in the chariot with all the horses, and Swamiji is radiant with the crown, and basically the whole thing is sky. It's clouds with sky. So everyone who said eight clouds and horse that are patterns everywhere, there are flower patterns, they are deep, and all of you actually manifested. There are flowers and then light. Some of you said, I need to see light, yes, because the blue sky, deep sky, exactly. So all of this was actually good. Great. Yes. So with this, we come to the conclusion of today's power manifestation section. And we have coming up on the 29th of July, we have the Nikhayo Purnima celebrations. Where we'll be having the live darshan of Swamiji, live satsang,
We have the Pratiksha Bala Puja, that will have a lot of offerings and various other offerings then. And the next season of Paramashivam is happening on the 1st of August. You can invite you can join, you can invite your friends and family to join for the upcoming season of the Paramashivam program starting on the 1st of August in Kailasa, Hinduism and Kailasa Tarpanam. With that, we come to the conclusion of today's segment and we'll be closing today's segment by offering our deepest gratitude at the divine lotus feet, the supreme order of Hindus, by chanting the Purna mantra. Om Nadam Shivapurna Purnamudachyate Purnamadayi Purnameva Vadichyate Shanti 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 Hari Om Sarvam Brahmacharya Nithyananda Ajivadkarmastu Om Indriya then move it. Okay.
manifested different powers. For example, I could do remote vision. Another thing that I manifested was body scanning. I would say the last thing that really touched me was how everything is so kind of personal. The whole experience, like people really attend to you, they care about you. You're not just a number in a program, but you're treated like a real being. So I really appreciate that.
Everybody has a wonderful breakthroughs and experiences. Life-changing process once you have joined.
I would recommend this to anyone who wants to make a big shift in his life, a big change. Not even just like growth, but for personal transformation and breakthroughs, because this program just brings you to the next level.
If anybody is just tired of being tired and wants to do something new in his life, I encourage you to come and try PSS. Make it happen for your life. You're not gonna regret it. You're gonna love it, and you're gonna do it for yourself.
When I arrived here, I was in a very, very dark space, very pessimistic, but now there's this love inside of me, there's this joy inside of me, and the belief systems are changing, so all of a sudden opportunities are everywhere.
I've been learning the yoga from other sources previously, but the Swamiji's yoga is the only place from authentic source. Is really, really different. Also enjoying the pure vegetarian, organic, sattvic foods.
This special yoga makes my body more flexible, and Swamiji is teaching me what is intensity, what is integrity, and what is discipline.
Before coming, I twisted my left wrist during basketball game, and I barely can use my left hand. After few training, my hand can sustain my body weight, and now everything looks normal for my left hand.
Starting
Nithyananda, we welcome all of you on this auspicious day for the offering of the Guru Mantra Samanvita Mahaganapati Homa. Let us now enter into today's ritual with the Sadguru Vandana, invoking the presence of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, BHAGAVAN Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. We'll now enter into the Sankalpa. Please clasp your right hand over your left hand and place it on the right thigh. Meditate on the form of our beloved Bhagavan, creating a deep and a strong intention to manifest your ultimate reality with grace and blessings. We'll now be performing the Sankalpa for all the Yajamans who have offered the Guru Dakshina as a part of today's Guru Mantra Samanvita Mahaganapati Homa. Om ममोपात्त समस्त दुरितक्षय द्वारा भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम च अद्य पूर्वोक्त एवं गुण विशेषेण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभतिथौ नटली बोक क्वाक नाम यः थॉमस डेवॉय नामधेयस्य क्रिस्टीना कुक नाम यः क्रिस्टियन जीसस नामधेयस्य कॉनर कुक नामधेयस्य शिवाना कुक नाम यः रॉन कुक नामधेयस्य एडम डेवॉय नामधेयस्य मैथ्यू डेवॉय नामधेयस्य एमी रफा नाम यः माइकल डेवॉय नाम यः एना बैरेट नाम यः गैरी बैरेट नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य जिन हाउ नाम यः सी ची डी नामधेयस्य सु म्याओ हाउ नाम यः छिन वांग नाम यः हाउ जी डी नामधेयस्य जी शेंग हाउ नामधेयस्य जोंग छिंग ये नामधेयस्य काई छिया डी नाम यः गो लांग रांग नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य पिङ्लु नाम्यः जुन्लु नामधेयस्य छिन्शेङ् नाम्यः xiaorongma नाम्यः मिङ्झाङ् नामधेयस्य युवेझाङ् नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य लिङ्ग्ल्यु नाम्यः मेझेङ्क्ष्योङ् नाम्यः टिङ्टिङ्क्षेङ् नाम्यः जीवेषाव् नामधेयस्य छेङ्बोषु नामधेयस्य बोल्याङ् नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य युन्वै नाम्यः ह्योङ् ह्याओहोङ् ह्योङ् नाम्यः यिञ्जिङ्सु नाम्यः वाङ्छिङ्छेन् नाम्यः युलुह्वाङ् नाम्यः जुन्वुल्यु नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य गोजुन्षु नामधेयस्य जुन्हिङ्षु नामधेयस्य सैन्पुवाङ् नामधेयस्य लीछिन्हु नाम्यः मिञ्झाङ् नाम्यः छिन्युवेटाङ् नाम्यः सकुटुम्बस्य माइकल कुर्नियावान् नामधेयस्य रिचर्ड एंथनी नामधेयस्य